Welcome to episode 2047 of Love, Serve, Care. Today's episode, we are going to stay on the same thread, which is the Champions Week. What champions are you talking about, Alex? Well, of course I'm talking about the 2026 NBA champions, the New York Knicks! And with all that excitement, want to break it down, want to examine the game film, so to speak. We talked about El Capitan, Jalen Brunson. We talked about Big Cat and his deep reflections and insights. We talked about OG, how he was somebody who was a spectator, not his own fault. 7 years ago in Toronto, he had an emergency surgery and he wasn't able to play in the playoffs. He did earn a ring. He did his thing during the regular season, but as far as being part of that, like that final piece of it, he missed out. But he was able to contribute heavily for the Knicks this year. And with that said, those players definitely deserve a highlight. But I want to spotlight somebody who has an interesting personality, somebody who is, I would say, the heart of the team, the heart of the city. See where I'm going with this? I want to talk about Josh Hart, one of Jalen Brunson's and Mikal Bridges' teammates from Villanova, and they won a couple of national championships there, and now obviously being able to transfer that to the big stage, to the big leagues and the NBA is an amazing accomplishment, to do that with friends and long-time teammates. But Josh is somebody who, even though, and I'm going to break it down real quick because I know some people are going to kill me for not knowing OG stats yesterday, so whoopsies, okay? Josh, look over here, averaged 7.6 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists, and 1.25 steals a game. So there's a lot of contribution right there, a lot of opportunities that he gave either on the offensive end or defensive, and kicking off some fast breaks. But what he does, what I've noticed over the years, is that he's the guy who does the dirty work, and you need somebody like that, like a Mitchell Robinson. You need somebody who's just going to get in there, who is going to be physical, be aggressive and assertive. And Josh has shown capability of hitting big threes, hit several big threes in the Game 5 closeout. But throughout the regular season, he's been somebody who's been very steady, defensively sound, and offensively, if he gives you some great numbers, I mean, that's a bonus. He usually gives you about 10 or 11 points a game, which is not something to snooze at. It's no slouch. But at the end of the day, he's not a superstar in that sense, but he's somebody who's a pillar, who's an anchor for the club. And I wonder, for your organization, who's that heart of your team? Who's that person that you can rely on, that you can depend on, and they do the intangible things that don't show up, that make the biggest difference? So with all that said, remember that you're born to live your life in abundance. You're the master of your future, you control your freedom, and you have complete dominance of your thoughts, your emotions, and your habits. Take care, God bless, stay blessed.